Thank you very much for the intro, and thank you for the invite. First, I would like to introduce SABIC for those who are not familiar with the company. So SABIC is a global petrochemical company with operation extending over 50 different countries and 33,000 employees worldwide. We're the third largest global chemical company in the world with revenue over $45 billion. We have a broad portfolio of products that is driven by our technology and innovation, a strong IP positioning, and many world-class manufacturing sites that we have worldwide. So SABIC has a very strong record to sustainability. SABIC has built its sustainability strategy around 6 priorities: resource efficiency, climate change and energy, environment, health and safety, innovation and sustainable solutions, circular economy, governance and integrity. These 6 priorities are built around 10 United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. The most relevant priority here I can see for the audience in this forum is the climate change and energy priority. SABIC has set greenhouse gas emissions and energy intensity targets since 2010. And since then, we've been monitoring our progress and re-evaluating these targets. We have built many programs that support these targets. And one of them is the Renewable Energy program, which I will talk about in this presentation. So we in SABIC see the transition to renewable energy as a crucial step to reduce our greenhouse gas emissions and the carbon footprint of our products. We believe that this does not only help the environment, but it's also an opportunity to create monetary value for SABIC and our customers, as well as to ensure we can meet the emerging climate change regulations and consumer demands. In this program, we have 4 main approaches. We're doing technology collaborations to develop technologies that can help us integrate more renewable energy into our operations, and also have more presence within the renewable energy value chain. We have our own SABIC in-house developed materials that we use for renewable energy. We also try to venture and invest in companies within the renewable energy value chain. And we want to procure more renewable electricity into our operation by partnering with the right independent power producers. I'll talk about later. So SABIC has many collaborations, internal and domestic. And here I chose one of our biggest alliances that's under the World Economic Forum. It's called the Low Carbon Emitting Technologies Initiative. This initiative includes 20 major players globally in the petrochemical industry that are collaborating to tackle 5 technology areas that are instrumental to decarbonize the petrochemical industry by mid-century. These 5 areas are carbon capture and utilization, biomass utilization, electrification, alternative hydrogen, and waste processing. So while SABIC is leading the waste processing stream, we're also participating in the electrification and alternative hydrogen streams. We believe that the electrification of our large assets, such as cracking furnaces or steam reformers, as one of the main tools to reduce our direct greenhouse gas emissions from our manufacturing sites. We also see alternative and low carbon hydrogen sources extremely crucial to produce zero emission fertilizers that can help us develop more sustainable agriculture business. Hydrogen is also important for other syngas products such as methanol and other products. So as I mentioned, the second approach is through our in-house developed materials. We have a broad portfolio of products that can be incorporated into renewable energy. We have some products that are already in the PV value chain. For example, we have Norail and Lexan that are used in injection boxes and optimizers and connectors. We have some materials that we are evaluating with our partners to be included in PV technologies, such as in structural components or floating barrels for floating PV technology. We also are developing in-house, we're developing materials in-house, such as polypropylene grades, specifically for backsheet uses for PV panels. The third approach is through venturing. We have two arms of venturing in SABIC. The first one is the localization business development units. And this one focuses on supporting and investing in businesses upstream and downstream from SABIC locally in KSA in order to build a local value chain that's independent and resilient, and also to boost the job creation process domestically. The third venturing arm is our technology ventures. This one is under our technology and innovation function. And this one focuses more on technologies that are critical for our operation, or businesses or opportunities that can create new market presence for our business. And here I want to highlight two examples. The first one is a joint venture between Nusaned, which is the localization business development unit, and Schmidt, a German company, to build and operate a 3 gigawatt hour facility to produce vanadium oxide flow batteries. We're also evaluating many opportunities in the solar PV value chain under Nusaned in many parts of the value chain. For example, in silicon manufacturing or purification, wafer manufacturing, cell and module assembly, and etc. The fourth and last approach is through electricity and energy procurement. We believe that renewable energy will be a core element for SABIC's future energy mix, especially with the growing costs of carbon emissions, as well as the decreasing cost of renewable energy technologies to the point of competitiveness compared to fossil-based power. So SABIC is not an energy company, and we were not interested in becoming one. What we're looking for is to partner with independent power producers that will produce renewable energy and provide it for us through the national grid. And in return, we will commit to long-term power purchase agreements in order to ensure bankability and financing of these projects, and as well as the lowest possible tariff for competitive costs. So our goal right now is to secure 4 gigawatt of renewable energy by 2025 and 12 gigawatt by 2030. The 12 gigawatt goal takes into account our electrification plans that I mentioned earlier. So to conclude this presentation, I would like just to highlight two of the main areas where we made significant advances in electricity procurement. The first one is through signing a memorandum of understanding to build a joint venture with the Royal Commission of Yambo and Marafiq to work with the right independent power producer to build a 400 megawatt solar park to power SABIC plants in Yambo. This one has already passed the feasibility study, and now we're working on building the tendering package for this project. The second one is we already signed power purchase agreements of 100 megawatt to power our polycarbonate site in Cartagena in Spain. This example is the first chemical plant of its size to be powered 100% by renewable energy. And with this, I would like to conclude my presentation. I would like to thank you for the invite to share SABIC plans around renewable energy, and thank you for listening.